This is Nicholas representing Israel at this year's MainMUN. He has already received the Zoom link and registered on Ryver. He is now entering the committee room for his first session. His first task is to rename himself. On Zoom, he clicks on the 3 little dots next to his window and on Rename. He enters his country name and presses OK. Next, he opens Ryver. If you want, you can also open it on your phone, but we will show it on a desktop. He clicks on his profile on the top left. He opens My Settings and clicks on User Account. He adds his real name as username and goes to Profile. He changes his display name to country name _ committee and clicks on Done. On the left sidebar, he can see his groups, like his committee or his delegation. He welcomes his fellow delegates of his committee by clicking on the chat and typing a short message. On the right side of the chat, he can see the other members. If he wants to send a private message to any of them, he can do this by clicking on the account and typing a message. Remember to stick to diplomatic conduct in all messages.
Honorable delegates, we will now conduct a roll call. We would like to remind you to please stay muted unless we ask you to state whether you are present or present in voting.
Please remember to stay muted during the formal session and only unmute yourself when you have been called by the chair to talk. One occasion is during a roll call.
Thank you. The Commonwealth of Australia.
The Commonwealth of Australia is present.
Canada.
Canada is present in voting.
The State of Israel.
The State of Israel is present.
The Republic of Turkey.
Turkey is present and voting.
During the debate, all delegates can indicate their desire to be recognized by raising their hand. When the chair asks for speakers, the delegate can raise his hand to be put on the speakers list. Chairs can also ask for points and motions. To find out more about them, please watch our video on points and motions. Our delegate now wants to introduce a motion for suspension of the meeting for the purpose of an unmoderated caucus of 5 minutes.
Are there any points or motions on the floor at this time? Seeing Israel, please state your motion.
We rise for a motion for an unmoderated caucus of 5 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Delegate. Are there any more motions on the floor right now? Seeing none, we will now move to Ryver to vote upon the motion brought in by the delegation of Israel to suspend the meeting for an unmoderated caucus of 5 minutes. Please go to Ryver now and vote.
The delegate now goes to his committee on Ryver. He sees this motion and votes with a reaction by clicking on the smiley face. To vote in favor, he looks for a white check mark. Make sure you have clicked on the emoji. He can see how the others have voted by holding his cursor over the emoticons, not clicking. He can now go back to the committee room and wait for everyone to vote.
Thank you, Honorable Delegates. You have voted upon this motion. With 3 votes in favor and 1 vote against, this motion passes, and we are now in an unmoderated caucus for the duration of 5 minutes.
We are now skipping the debate and are looking right into the last step of the voting procedure.
Honorable delegates, please go to Ryver now to vote upon our draft resolution. Please bear in mind that this is a substantive vote, which means that abstentions are only allowed if you stated that you're present. If you declared yourself as present and voting, you are not allowed to abstain from this vote.
Our delegate now goes to Ryver and votes again. This time he wants to abstain. He clicks on the smiley face again, but looks for speech balloon this time. Keep in mind that you are only allowed to abstain when you are not present and voting and when you are in a substantive vote.
Thank you, honorable delegates. With 3 votes in favor and 1 abstention. This resolution passes and clapping is now in order.
To clap, the delegate clicks on Reactions and claps. This is the only time when he's allowed to clap. After the resolution is now adopted, the debate goes on and our delegate enjoys the rest of the conference.